Hello everyone, this is another weekly words inspiration. On today's topic, I'll be talking about why you should not abuse anyone and anymore. Here are the reasons why. Physical injuries, it could cause physical injuries, increase of risk in chronic illness, health issues and related to substance abuse, low self-esteem, cognitive and behavioral difficulties, suicidal, ideal and self-harm, behavior problems, social isolation, relationship problems, and cycle of violence. What are the things increase of chronic illness? Unhealthy diet, physical inactivity, excessive alcohol use, sleep, sleep deterioration. What are the health issues related to self abuse? Alcohol, marijuana, prescription, and cocaine. What is low self esteem? Low self esteem is a negative, perceptive oneself by lack of confidence. Critical inner voice and feeling adaptable, unworthy, such as negative self talk, lack of confidence, fear of failure, negative and social comparison. How can it impact the other person? Their mental health, relationship, goals, and resilience. What is resilience? Is the capacity to withstand and to recover quickly from difficulties. Goals is that when you're trying to reach your goal, like either going from college to university or from university to college or going to a career path. And also relationship, that means when you're going to a difficult time, relationships will always be arguing, fighting, and also your mental health as well too, because your mental health is always the way how you behave, how you work, and how you function is the number one priority, because if you don't have your mental health, you cannot do anything as well too. And also too, the other thing is, what are the three types of distant types? Low people with low self-esteem have a very hard time with valuing themselves. Second, people with high self-esteem have the opportunity to accept themselves and they value themselves more. They worship themselves more than other people as well too. So that's people with high self-esteem. And the third one is inflated people. Inflated people is with those with self-esteem, think that are better than others and always underestimate what the other person can do. So, for example, if the other person finish high school, they think they cannot go to college because if they go there, they're gonna think that it's too difficult and they won't be able to keep up with the assignment, to keep up with school, and to finish as well too. And also, another one is, what is the suicidal and self-harm? Suicidal is when the person wants to remove themselves from their problems that they had in the past and they're facing it by either by family members or friends. So, for example, if there's arguing or fighting at home, the person doesn't have anyone to turn to, so the only solution is to kill themselves as well too. So that's what it means by suicide and self-harm. They find situations to hurt themselves. For example, so myself as well too. I was abused verbally and physically, and there was a point as well too that I wanted to have suicidal thoughts, and also I would self-harm myself, saying, "Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a loser. No one likes me. I'm a loser. No one likes me. Maybe it's time for me to go. Let me jump off the roof." So things like that. And self-isolation is like when they feel they have to isolate themselves because if they're with people in the public, they will be judged and they will be picked on. So that's what is social isolation. Also, it also stops them from reaching their goals, such as going to college, university or post-secondary studies or higher education. Or in the following, if they want to go to a certain career path, or if they want to buy a car or house or work on their future goals, there are people that are discouraging them and saying them, oh, they won't reach their goals and that they won't be able to be the person that they want. For example, if they want to start a business, the person is going to say, oh, you don't have enough money, forget the business, it's not going to work out. I would also like to talk about my story and how I was in a situation where myself as well, I was trying to reach my goals, and I'd always had someone saying that you'll never be successful and that the goals that you want are unrealistic and forget about it. And also, what is mental health? Mental health, the state of emotional and physical and social well-being that affects how you think, enable you to cope with life stress and to work productively and to contribute to your community, such as coping with stress and life's challenges, feeling a sense of control over your life, functioning well at school and at work. So those are the things of that as well too. And also to mental health is very important because that's the reason why so many people um, have mental problems, mental issues is because of their mental health. Because mental health is the number one, is the way the person react with other people as well too, and what other persons say. It keep accumulating to the point that they have suicidal thoughts and they don't want to have nothing to do with anyone, and that they want to self-isolate themselves. That's why it's very important to have friends and family. So I just like to say that why it's very important to not abuse anyone as well too, because you don't know what the person has been to. You should always find a solution for them. If you cannot pray, um, talk with them. If you have some services that could help them, like the Royal Mental Health Institution, that's where I went to get help. That's another place you could refer them. But you can also pray with them, encourage them, and give them advice too. But give them the advice that they need to help them as well too. Don't give them bad advice as well too, because you know it's not good too. So this is another weekly words inspiration on the topic why you should not abuse other people. God bless.